This is Year 11 Homework 2 hint video. Question 1. Use improper fractions when adding mixed numbers like this. So the first one, 1 3/4, that's going to be 7/4. Plus, you need to convert 3.5 in the same way into an improper fraction, and then use common denominators to complete the calculation. When you've done that, turn it back into a mixed number at the end. Part B. To work out a fraction of an amount, you divide by the denominator, then multiply by the numerator. So you need to think about how that would work with 3/7. And then the final question on this page, estimate. It is a fact that in GCSE exam, estimate means round to one significant figure, all the numbers in the question, so round this to one significant figure, then round this to one significant figure. When you've done that, you then do the calculation. Now if you need to look up significant figure rounding on the internet, on MyMaths, and practice that first, then please do that. I don't want to see anybody doing a calculation on that question. That would be not only a waste of time, but it would score 0. On to question 2. Same as before, convert to improper and then use common denominator. In this case, 35 will be the common denominator. Question 3. Draw the diagram. It's all about area, this question. It says that a pack of tiles covers 2 square metres, so I need to work out how many 2 square metres there will be in this shape here, which means I need to work out the area of that shape there. Now, you can split this shape up in a variety of ways, but I'm tempted to go across there to give me a 3 by 2.2 rectangle. But more importantly, this shape that I'm colouring in here, this trapezium here, will also have that I'll need to work out the area of. Now, the area of trapezium, if I just draw a random trapezium here, I've got A and B, and then this height here, we'll call that H. The formula for the area of any trapezium, including the one in the question, is add the parallel sides, multiply by the height, H, then half it. Now, if you were to do that on this trapezium that I was colouring in here, you would be able to work out the area of that little piece there. So it's your job to work out the height of that shape, which if I just get rid of all my colouring, the height of that shape is actually just this piece here, which can be worked out by looking at the diagram. And of course you know the measurements across here and here, again from just reading the diagram. Once you've got the area of that, work out how many 2's go into it, which is going to be how many of these £24.80s you need. And then of course don't forget your discount, knock 25% off. You could do that on a calculator if you want. 0.75 multiplied by whatever your cost is, whatever that is there, that will get you 25% off. The number you get there, you need to compare it to this. And remember to answer the question. You need to either say, yes, Mary does have enough money, or no, she doesn't. And you could even be more complete than that and say, let's say the cost of the project is £102. You could say, Mary is £2 short. She needs £2 more. Be thorough. Show you're working out, and you should pick up all the 5 marks that this question has. On to the next page. Dividing mixed numbers. Again, convert into improper. I'll give you a quick reminder of dividing fractions. So if I just make up a random example. So this is example 1. For those of you that have forgotten what to do, keep the first one, change the sign, and then the reciprocal of the second one. And then of course you can multiply your tops together, multiply your denominators, and don't forget to simplify. Now if you use that technique here, once you've converted into improper, keep, change, flip, and then convert back at the end. Getting there now? 62 out of 80. Now to convert into a percentage, I usually would say turn the denominator into 100. So let's say for example I had 13 out of 50. My instincts would be to make the denominator into 100, in this case 26 out of 100, which is 26%. So if I could use that technique here, that might be helpful. So the first thing I would like to do maybe is just write 62 out of 80 as a fraction, and I might be tempted to maybe half the top and bottom just to see what I'm working with, 31 out of 40. Now the reason that's helpful is because 40 turns into 200 quite easily. Once it's 200 you could half it to make 100. So maybe we need to go about this question without a calculator. I know I've got a diagonal there with my working out, but you can be neater than that. Once you've got it out of 200, you you can then turn it into 100, and then you've got your percentage, and it's simply a matter of picking, is it this, or is it that? Moving along. Derek buys a house, he sells it, he makes 4,500 profit. What's his percentage profit? Now you need to work out what 4,500 is out of the original amount that he spent on the house. I would try and work it out in some way, so I get 100 on the bottom. You've got to convert that fraction, simplify it, use equivalent fraction techniques until you end up with 100 as a denominator. Once you've got that, you've got your percentage. Part B, the last bit of the homework, very quickly, I'll do an example. If I wanted 7% for 3 years, let's say a £500 item was going to be increasing by 7%, 1.07, that's how you make something 7% bigger. Let's say it was for 3 years, I would do it to the power 3. If I wanted a different example, let's say example 2, if I wanted £2,000 to increase by 5%, I'd use 1.05, and let's say it was doing it for 9 years, I'd put power 9 there. So that is how you would type it into a calculator. It is important you show this working out and then your actual answer. So do the same here, using the numbers there. Try and use the power button on your calculator to save time. That's it. Good luck with the homework, and remember to come and ask for help if you need it.